How we doing, guys? Moose here, episode 12 of our West Ham United career mode. Start things off here with a game against Arsenal. Obviously, we're actually going to get back into regular game commentary here after I discussed West Ham in the last episode, then discuss the career mode. Or should I say West Ham 2 episodes ago and then the career mode in the last episode. But we come into a game here, running out our normal, back to our 4-1-2-1-2 narrow diamond formation that we've been running all season. Also, we mix it up. Various games. We mixed it up last game against Chelsea and ended up getting just absolutely battered away at Stamford Bridge. Lost 4-0, which is really disappointing. But you'll have that from game in, game out. We come out with a little bit of a different lineup. Pretty much our normal starting 11. Obviously, this game coming just 2 days after we rested most of these players. It's coming just 2 days after Chelsea. We do see Kevin Nolan come into the starting lineup, playing in central midfield, downing in that preferred attacking midfield role. Nolan, he's going to be a similar attacking-minded midfielder. It'll be more of a Song and Kiyate being your holding midfielders almost, and then Nolan and Downing playing as your attacking midfielders, but Nolan will just have a bit more defensive responsibility than Stuart Downing does. But we start things off early here. Kevin Nolan actually picking up the ball in our defensive half, plays out to Kiyate, who lays it off simply to Aaron Cresswell. He then plays a nice ball forward to Stuart Downing, turns inside of Kieran Gibbs, plays it forward to Aaron Valencia. He turns on the ball, lays it to Sacco, takes a touch, and bang, near post, 1-0 West Ham United in the 14th minute. Diafra Sacco with a fantastic goal, well worked, passing the entire way, catching Arsenal on the counter attack, and it's a fantastic finish from Sacco. But you gotta expect Szczesny to do a little bit better at that near post. He kind of almost gets stuck in the mud, gets his body turned, and Sacco's finish just inside the post with his left foot gives him a fantastic goal to break us in front for a 1-0 advantage. So a great goal from Diafra Sacco, and I think that's his, does that get him a double digits? His 9th goal in the Premier League this season. So a fantastic start. Kiyate then plays the ball forward to Sacco again. He does well to run onto it and keep things in play. Doing some work on Nacho Monreal, and he's taken out by an absolute terrible foul from Monreal. Sacco wasn't really creating anything from that point, and Monreal just barges forward through him. And from there, Kiyate steps up to take it. Of course, I want Downing with his left foot to swing in towards goal and try and create something. He floats the ball and looking for the head of Sacco. It's eventually bundled off the foot of Kevin Nolan, and it's a simple grab for Szczesny to clear things up. But Arsenal then finally get their first chance here. Cazorla playing the ball into Gideon Zelalem. If you take a look at their starting lineup, a little bit interesting. I'll say they have Ozil on the bench. They might have had a similar situation where they had a game on the Saturday as well, so they've had to rest the squad. But they actually have the youngster Zelalem, who could potentially play for America in their lineup today, starting in that attacking midfield position behind Danny Welbeck. They also have Cazorla, who steps up and takes a free kick, but he's unable to put it on target. So luckily for us, we don't have to contend with the likes of Walcott out on right midfield for pace and everything like that. But Sacco does really well, keeping the ball in play again, lays it back to Aaron Cresswell. And you see Sacco, he's just moving all over the field. He's started out on the right in that sort of right-hand striker position. He's found his way out all the way to the left side, plays a couple of nice 1-2s with Cresswell, then a 1-2 with Kevin Nolan to free himself up down the left side, sees the run of Valencia, plays it into him, and he smashes it off the outside of the post, and Arsenal finally are able to get things clear. But a couple of really good chances early on, similar type to the goal as it was played into Valencia, and just unluckily hits it off the bar. Arsenal then with a nice ball in to Zelalem, who gets a head on a ball in from Callum Chambers. But it's a simple save for Adrian, very comfortable. Cazorla then in the 45th minute. This is a well-worked Arsenal move. This is what you love to see from them if you're a Gunners fan. Just some beautiful 1-2 passing. Eventually finds its way to probably their least dangerous attacking player, Zelalem. And thankfully for us, Adrian able to make a comfortable save again. But Szczesny forced to clear as Sacco bears down on. Eventually plays the ball to Kevin Nolan. Or should I say Valencia was bearing down on. Nolan plays a wonderful through ball to Valencia. He gets some space, flicks it in. And Sacco with a fantastic header. And he gives West Ham a 2-0 lead on his 2nd goal of the game. Absolutely fantastic from Sacco. What a ball forward from Kevin Nolan right to Valencia. He plays a perfect cross in, and Sacco out-jumps Nacho Monreal, who's going to out-jump probably 9 out of 10 times. Sacco just has that ability in the air. Monreal, of course, is just a left back, not usually contending for headers in the area. Because Arsenal were forced, they actually had, similar to what they have in real life, Koscielny's injured, Mertesacker's injured. So you'll note when you saw their starting lineup, they were forced to play a really makeshift backfield. They have Kieran Gibbs playing at center back alongside Callum Chambers, with then Monreal, On left back, well, their normal right back, Debussy, is still in the lineup. So a little bit difficult for Arsenal at the back. Obviously, Arsene Wenger's moves to not bring in a center half really coming back to bite him here. As Monreal, though, embarks on a little bit of a mazy run, gets through a few defenders, plays a 1-2 with Olivier Giroud, who comes on as a substitute for Arsenal. And that was the substitute moves that they brought on. They brought on Giroud. They brought on Ozil for Zelalem eventually, and of course they have Alexis Sanchez in the starting lineup, who's looking to create things. Plays a beautiful ball into Giroud. Luckily for us, I should say, he has his header ring off the post, and eventually Arsenal trying to create something here. Cazorla with the ball lays into Mesut Ozil, of course, into Jack Wilshere, who was their third substitute brought on for Flamini, and his shot is blocked and goes out wide, and we're able to clear the danger. So hanging on to the lead here. Eventually, Cazorla then trying to whip in a corner, create something for Arsenal here in the 75th minute. Plays the ball and eventually back to Alexis Sanchez just on the edge of the box. He lays off for Mesut Ozil. The former Real Madrid plays it to Cazorla. Cazorla back into Ozil. Good defense. Eventually finds way to the former Southampton man, Callum Chambers. He finds the former Barcelona man, Alexis Sanchez, and his shot, thankfully for us, is just a few feet wide of Adrian's left post. And then Stuart Downing here in the 85th minute gets the ball played forward to him, turns Nacho Monreal, does really well, has Chambers coming down on him, just gets enough space, hits the ball from about 18 yards, but it's right at Wojciech Szczesny, and he's able to clear things away. Eventually then, in extra time, Downing here, a little bit lucky as we clear the ball away. Bit of a miscue by Nacho Monreal, allows Downing to come in. Unfortunately, he's closed down a bit by Jack Wilshere, and he's only able to take a shot on at Szczesny from about 12 yards, and it's a simple save again for the Poland man. And Arsenal then trying to come forward. Ozil plays the ball out to Nacho Monreal. The left back coming forward, plays the ball forward to Santi Cazorla. He whips the ball and looking for the head of Giroud as they play the ball forward. And as he plays the ball in, Giroud, luckily for us, just a few feet offside, and that will pretty much be all we need for the referee to blow the final whistle and seal the deal. As you see, the very happy men. We come off of a dismal 4-0 loss to Chelsea and come forward with a fantastic 2-0 victory over the Gunners of Arsenal. So absolutely fantastic performance and something that we're going to head into the second half of the season trying to build upon. You'll see by the game stats that Arsenal did actually control the play. We didn't really have a ton of chances. You can see, I don't know how this shots versus shots on target came out, so we only have 2, because Downing had 2 shots that were saved by Szczesny, and then we have 2 goals scored by Sacco. So I'm not really sure how that happened. We also, of course, saw the Valencia highlight. They hit the post. So I don't know how those stats came to be. I think we had more than 2 shots. But Arsenal did play a good game. We saw our substitute, Carlton Cole, came on, picked up an injury. He'll be out for a few weeks. But the last thing, the tease I'm going to leave you on before we go into the second half of the season now and start the January transfer window is these are the contracts. These are who we have left. And before we go in the next episode, I want to hear, should we re-sign Winston Reid? Obviously, he refused the contract. Should we go in for Malfitano, or should we let them ride and see what happens in January? So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have enjoyed it. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.